I think I am live. Okay. Good evening. Good evening. Doesn't show me being live. Of course, it would for Joe if he were here, but Joe's at work. He's a trooper. He lost his mom. Um, for us in the East, it was yesterday, very early in the morning. For him, and I didn't know until the next day because he messaged me at 1:38 a.m. And I can be up or sleeping, but yeah. So it'd be 10:30-ish his time, right? Because he's in New Mexico. And so prayers to Joe and his family. A few years back, it's going on 4 years now. Uh, Lost my father-in-law. 6 weeks later, I lost my mother, and about 6 weeks after that, we lost Joe's father. So, and Joe, I mean, is 15 years older than I, but it doesn't really matter. It's your mother or your father. It hurts at any age. And he was just on with her. Like I was saying, like he was just on with her for an hour and a half. I'm waiting for him so he could practice sign language. She was a good woman, very smart, very smart. I'm gonna share a little bit. Um, and then I'm gonna start. I have to actually turn. Oh, it just went off the air. I had no luck getting on today at all. So this morning I was gonna go on not too long after Joe went to work. I believe he's getting out early today, or at least it's his early shift. I'm not quite sure. Then I accommodated my dog because my husband is gone. Then I was 15 minutes. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live. I wanted it early. It's already round one here, and the internet goes out. Internet comes back on about 5 minutes later, not even. I didn't have to reset anything, which is great. Then everything drops. The power drops. That's another few minutes. Then I'm waiting, obviously, for everything to reboot and kick back on. And I got to redo my clocks again because we just did them, right? And what was very, very strange um, was I was on explaining to a dear friend of mine, Cheryl, who happens to be an artist. And shout out to all the Cheryls. I got three in my personal messenger group alone, like three Cheryls. And this is a different one. And she happens to be an artist. She's a great, great lady. Um, she was clever enough to ask me why on Facebook I am using Michael Aquino's picture, image as my little icon. And she's not the only one. I got questioned a lot. Helen did not like it. Looks like you're pushing the Satanism. No, I'm doing the Brooklyn. I'm like pushing the obvious because it is realism. This is realism. Even our friend Jay, who doesn't seem to be on at the moment, unless I have to reboot, I don't know, has said that Satanism ran rampart was his exact writing in the military. And boy, am I getting asked a lot. And it's going okay. Believe me. I can't I can't but not shove it in their faces already, the truth. And if if all it takes is to simply Google something, what's the harm, right? I keep trying to tell people ignorance is ignoring any fact. Yeah, I'm just down today. I'm wearing an art shirt. I look very fat. I'm not that fat. Well, maybe I am. I don't know. But and blue is for my husband. I always use blue for the husband. And he had some leg problems. There's Joe. Oh, Joe, if you're out, you could come in. I don't know. He gave me a thumbs up. What does that mean? What does that mean? I have to actually turn off the air. Uh, I should have done that before I got on, but that's how some shit goes. Uh, we're going to talk about a couple of things. I'm going to go and show you Michael Aquino now, actually. Let's do that first. Let's do this first. I have things set up because I I'm lazy sometimes and I really shouldn't be. Really shouldn't be. But I do a lot of shit. I do a lot of different shit, people, and I do a lot of shit for you guys too. I really try. I really do. Most of this is picturesque. Um, so I don't get to optimize like it says here, optimize. Oh, I don't think you guys can see that. Oh well. My channel as much as I'd like to. Like I can. I'm not gonna whatever. Um, so here he is. This is, and look, that's, what is that? Scottish, Irish? What is that? French? Look at his eyebrows there, dude. How did this guy ever do this? And look at a young, don't tell me that he's not one of the Satanists. So he is my Facebook icon at the moment, my image. I should share it. You see, I am not a conspiracist. I am a realist. Dig it? So I answered Cheryl, and I'm very happy. Oh, those are Joe's new windows, by the way. Oh, is it gonna work? No. Oh well. I don't really need Facebook. Okay. So we're looking at this guy, and what are we thinking? I mean, seriously. Um, is this trying to be Spock who had no feelings? Because Satanists don't. They absolutely don't. I didn't even share. You guys can share if you want. I really don't care. I really don't care. You pay attention or you don't. It should get interesting. I hope it gets very interesting. There's only one or two things I want to talk about, and then I'm going to talk about the Giants. Aquino is one of them. I mean, this is the one there where, oh, look at this, the Rat Pack. That's Sammy Davis. Why is that? I don't know why that is. Is that his wife? I mean, yeah, I was told there was an original Sonny and Cher, and I actually have a picture, and it looks authentic, but is it really them? I don't know. Does it look authentic to the time? Yeah. I'm putting up a picture now. It should be coming up. I scheduled it of Obama, Michael, because we know this, right, for fact. And Malia, whatever, and the other one, the kids, probably at the age that they got them, and it was on Epstein Island, by Epstein Island. And I looked at different views of Epstein Island, and I could safely say that the picture looks. I have to look on the computer than on the phone, so I can't say 100%. On the computer, I'll give you 95 or above. But really, would you doubt it? These people were satanic. They were sick. I wonder if Joe's coming in. Oh, Joe, you can't leave me a message. I'm live. I'm live, Joe. Just come in. He might be driving. I'm not sure because he said 7 my time. So that's in an hour. So I don't know what's going on. Mama Helen, I hope you're here. I don't know if you're coming in. Okay. So this proves a lot to me. I don't know why he's the one that's out. There's more of them, maybe because he was the head Satanist in the military, but you could find them all over the place. And you can actually, I, I, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna do it now, but I'm pretty sure you can Google Satanist in the military and he pops up. But we're gonna do something else right now. We'll get rid of him. People, God, please don't hate me. God, Yahweh, whatever you want to say. Look at, see now, I always thought this was a woman. Look at how tall Trump is. Look at how long her arms. I know there's wording in front of here, and I'm sorry I didn't use AI technology to get it off. But her arms are long. And this is either, holy shit, I don't even know. I'm beginning to think this is a man too. Look at those trapseis, whatever the hell, I'm pronouncing it absolutely wrong. I would say trapezoid, Z like rendezvous, trapezoo, trapezoid. It's the only, it's probably French, right? Leave it to the French. Up here, guys, do you see it? Look at how big, and her arms are very long. Her hands are as big as mine. And for somebody that modeled, look, I painted apartments, houses, murals. I used tools since I was 5 years old. Um, my arms and my hands are grew to it, right? I was also a gymnast doing handstands up until I was like, till I met John almost in my 30s. You know, it comes to advantage to have the bigger. And you know what they say about women? No, I don't know what I know what they say. Never mind. Never mind. Let's not go there. I'm not an asshole. I am not a whore. I am a realist. I've shown her in bikinis where you can clearly see the V shape and not hips. Women's hips are are lower. The belly button is a different place. The collarbones look, it even shows it looks like it goes across almost instead of down like a feminine. Her face is very square. I wonder if they're using, or somebody did some kind of AI job on this, but why? And another thing, why put her in this position? Who the fuck is she? Please wake up, people. And I have some people that I didn't realize. Donnie is somewhat awake, I'd say. United we stand. I had no idea. What the hell? Not qualified at all. Because she was Kirk's wife? Even Donnie says something just don't strike me right about Erica Kirk. She's just riding the wave. And there's something more than that. They're trying to tell us that she's an actress. Okay? You think I'm kidding? No, no. There's a lot of female, male, female. I should take off my boots. Yeah, I'm wearing boots because it's another thing. I told Cheryl, I left her a long message. I am so very sorry, girl. Because actually, Joe pointed out to me, uh, a week before I ran, and it happened a lot. It's happened a lot in the past, but a week before I ran, I heard that the Navy was going crazy. And I know it's the Navy because I know where they're coming from. I could see the subcarriers and the planes and whatever else. Uh, and I even I was inside mostly, and I just recognized the engines and or whatever. Uh, and I told her, and as soon as I did, like, well, maybe about a minute later, because I'm still leaving her a message. My poor girl Cheryl, I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're a patient lady, and I think you subscribed because now I see I have two extra followers, subscribers. I had no followers. We're brothers and sisters. There's no followers. No, I am not that type of person. Dear Lord, if they created hippieism, I would probably be closest to that. But I don't stink. I don't know. So a minute later, vroom, vroom, hearing all this, and it's been going on for at least 3 days, nights and days. So I'm wondering if something else is going to happen. Okay. So, but when I came in, that's as soon as I finished walking the dog, right, Cheryl? I was on with the, while I was walking the dog, I'm talking. It just all of a sudden it was getting dark, but the rain came, and okay, there was like a sun shower almost. It was cloudy. It lasted maybe 20-30 minutes, and the power and the internet went down. Not even 20-30. What am I talking about? 5 minutes? Does that make sense? No, you guys can't see all my little early St. Patty's Day. John's Irish. So, I wonder if something's gonna happen. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. She's just riding the wave. I want to show you guys one other thing about Erica Kirk, right? Now I'm gonna do this in front of you as soon as I take off my other boot because it is a little bit muddy. And when you're walking the dog, you want to make sure that not just the mud, but where we do have like a little, I don't know, what is it, 9 by 12 poop area. And sometimes I do pick it up. Luckily, he went in the a little further in the. I wouldn't go that far into the swamp over there. I'm not. I don't like him going in, but that's where he went to poop, and I didn't have to pick it up. Now we're gonna look up Erica Kirk, right? Erica Kirk, just like that. Oh, I didn't put that in. I must have had that. Okay, now let's go to images, right? Please, guys, somebody, anybody anybody out there. Which I'm not actually watching my chat at the moment, which I should be. Sorry. I don't even know if anybody's watching or interested. Honestly, I don't care anymore. Can anybody see what I see? Huh? Every single picture. Every single picture, my friends. What do you see in every single picture of her? Now, they don't show their kids' faces either. Lots of other people do. They never did. That's, see, that's a different person. That looks like a different person. But again, I would have to go and study it. But do you see anybody? Let me see if anybody's in the chat. I'm gonna go slow today. How slow can you go? uh, well, what it comes down to is she's got some very specific shoulder issues. Are we seeing it? Look, isn't that Sarah? Yeah, it is Sarah Huckabee. And she had neck issues. But every single one, I don't know. I notice these things. I don't know how. Come on. A woman that used to wear bikinis, so beautiful. Why is she wearing jackets or shoulder pads or what? Come on. What's wrong with this picture? Am I saying that Charlie Kirk was married to a man? No. I'm saying they're actors. Charlie Kirk never existed. Ugh. I don't know. I don't know. Look at that neck. Look at the size of its neck. See, these kind of go down. Wow, these go across. Huh. And they're all wearing jackets. What is going on? Oh, no. They're all wearing, except for Georgia. Wow. See, she's got it going. I got to do some more research apparently, but let's get on to the Nephilium or Nephilium, I think it's called. So I just wanted to show, I can't help but I just see these things that they don't seem right to me. What? Every single, she doesn't have, what? All right. Winchester. I finally got the animals down. Calm down. Mega. Oh. See, I'm trying to make the G a Q. I got some people watching. I don't know who. Thanks for the likes already. Oh, I can't believe this. This doesn't like. Give me 1 second. Do I really have to? That would be weird. Let's see if it's gonna work. I hope you guys can still see me. So apparently there's snow in the Northeast again. I know a few people that got it. My husband got it. It just started snowing. What does that mean? Does it mean that they missed a lot of shit? that they have to still freeze out some of the bad crap. Yeah, well, give me 1 second, guys. I want to do one thing. Trying to look. I can't, at least want to share to the like, I can't be bothered. I should really share to my group, right? I just can't be bothered with this. The lazy, like, I'm great for everybody else. I will do anything anybody asks. No, that didn't work. Can you guys even see me? It's ridiculous. I know what I did, but I thought I could work it both out. Let's see if that works. It's so weird. I'm having internet problems as well, I think. Well, I was. Now it looks all right, but it's still doing weird shit. You know, I had mentioned Ma'am Donnie. His mother is not Muslim. She was married to a something Epstein, Watson Epstein. I forgot his name. Mitchell something. Mitch Epstein, was that it? And divorced. Muslim women can't do that. That's not even it's not even a question. They're doing work. You guys probably can't hear that, thankfully. So we're going to go into Goliath and the Nephilim. Nephilim. I can't get her out of my head, Erica. Okay, so in my head, it's lemon tree very pretty and the lemon flower is sweet, right? But the fruit of the poor lemon, 'tis impossible to eat. Ooh, lemon tree. It's one of my favorite songs. I love folk, right? I'm so weird. Heavy metal, folk, every lots of shit in between. Not into rap, not into grunge. I don't know. So we have there was another picture, guys. I don't know if I wanna see. I wish Helen was here. I need to help. I'll see if I could find it. If I could find it, I'll post it in the because I don't know where the hell I get sent shit all the time, or I download it on my phone. I don't even know anymore. But it's a picture of Steve Jobs and his wife. And if you look at, it just can't be though. And if you look at John Lennon and his wife before Loco, oh no, then it looks like it's them in the future. But it just, what was he, 40 in? I mean, that would be, wasn't he 40? I mean, that would be, oh, but it's supposed to be Steve Jobs. I'm going to see if I can find the picture. If I can, I'll post it. I have some damning pictures that I need to still post. And I'm sorry that I haven't. Well, it says a few of you are watching, but there are no comments. That's okay. I can entertain myself. I'm really good. That's my husband. I sit here. No, I'm kidding. But I'm still. This is gonna be. This is gonna be a little crazy. Okay. Let's get into it. I wanted to try another view, and I might as well. Dynamic gallery. No, that's multi-speed immersive. No. I wanted to try it, but I don't think it's gonna work. See, Zoom has different things than uh, just YouTube. And it does even more different things on YouTube when, when you're going with YouTube. So it's like, what? What's going on? Okay, anyhow. So I'm not gonna do that apparently. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe I could do it this way. Oh, I think I did do it. Oh, goggles. Yeah, let me check. Bear with me, guys. It's a little nutty. It's a little nutty. Yeah, I don't know. Did it work? I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna show you some little things. So, I research a lot of things. I do a lot of weird stuff, so you guys don't have to do it. And possibly, hopefully, put stuff together. One of them including rocks were once alive, which is going to lead into the Nephilim, Nephilim. It's not pronounced the same way because it's a Jewish word for Nepal, I think. I do have some more information on that, but I wanted to show you some things where sleepy giants may lie, right? Might be more than just a fable. And Jules Verne, uh, J.R.R. Tolkien, who's the other one I was thinking about? Um, Jules, he did everything. What do you do? 2000 Leagues Under the Sea. Um, what is it? This Journey to the Center of the Universe. And I only got halfway through that book and I was like, holy shit, this guy knows something. And this is 15 years ago. I was like, this can't be. Just can't be. So, I don't know. Okay. We're gonna go through some of these. I got these from mostly the same place, and this kid got it. Uh, well, I think, I don't know, maybe I got some. No, I think I got it from this kid. This one, God, I can't even remember his name. I'm sorry. But I like to follow strange things too, anyhow. The rocks were alive. That's the site. I mean, I just want you to take a good look. This is gonna get a little crazy, because I have quite a few picks. We're gonna go a bit into the Bible, not just the Bible, but even history that they say that they're hiding from us. Um, so let's see. So we're seeing that picture, right? There's only like two or three people watching, but it seems like we're seeing that picture. And I'm still in the corner. I'm supposed to be. Oh well, whatever. Screw you, YouTube. Or Zoom or whatever. All right, so sometimes you got to look for it, but obviously there's a face here. There's a vase here. There's earlobes, it looks like. And even the foliage on top makes it look, I don't know exactly what that is. It looks like foliage to me. Yeah, it is. Grass, not really foliage, but grass and tree living stuff. Looks like hair. This looks like some kind of monkey or yeah. Yeah. Look at that. Now, what? Where did this come from? A lot of them have what place they are from. This one does not. All right. Come on. What is that doing in the middle of nowhere? I mean, you could tell they're like mostly island looking areas by the. If that thing even looks like a fish over here. Do you guys see this? I mean, now it's you guys are gonna freak. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't have all the answers. What I am good at is putting shit together. What? Wait, it just gets worse. And I'm gonna start going a little faster after I'm done. And I want to see if done with a couple of things. And I want to see if Joe is gonna join us. I mean, he's obviously he's not in best of spirits, but he's keeping it up. He's keeping good. He's still doing sign because I said to him, we're not going to stop again. Um, and he's like, you're right. You gotta, life goes on. We visited my parents before they left this earth to see their heavenly father. And they wanted us to do what we wanted to do. And that was moved to a hotter climate, which they didn't want. Mom didn't want it, at least until later on in life. And we went and visited, and then John's still visiting mom-in-law, my mother-in-law, his mother. Um, John's having a procedure done on his legs, but it's not, he can fly and everything, so he's coming home Saturday night right after the procedure. He's got bad legs, not only cancer in both his legs, but the doctor recently died a couple of years ago. The one that that gave me bad medicine, actually. I got to thank him because he found the false aneurysm in back of John's knee, which is still very threatening. You got to worry about him. Your spouses, right? Speaking of which, Christopher's girlfriend. No, no, I am not. No, I'm extremely friendly. Like too friendly. But I've never cheated on my husband. My husband has never cheated on me. It's blatantly obvious in my to me. But I mean, why? I mean, he's so sweet. I was like, John, the neighbor was checking me out one time, like a few weeks back. My neighbor's crazy. He does strange fucking shit. And my husband doesn't get you. He goes, of course, why not? Look at you. I love him. I love him to death. Anyhow, but you fight death a few times, see death during your job, and become a homicide detective. I mean, not only as a New York City cop, but as a homicide detective, you fight death all the time. It's like you have to. I get it. You gotta laugh. You gotta laugh. Going back to Joe, he's good. I was hoping he'd come on. I was hoping Mama Helen would come on. Hell, I gotta start getting you guys on. I know there's a few of you that wanted to come on Zoom, that practice Zoom. Jan, I don't know where you went off to. Um, See, this stuff, if this is Free Republic on Facebook, we are a republic. If this is real in any which way, then we little tiny bastards, that's the one. Gulliver's Travels. Gulliver's Travels. Who was that by? All in the same, that was in the 1800s. No, Gulliver's Travels was early. Might have been during the Renaissance. Did they leave us hints? Do you know what Gulliver Travels is about? When he meets the Lilliputians and then the giants, right? So a giant of this size, if this is a face indeed, would be able to pick us up with its forefinger and thumb. No problem. No problem. Right? Just like Gulliver's Travels. Just like Gulliver's Travels. Oh my goodness. Okay. I know it's going to be slow, but I can't help it. Devil's Head, Alberta. Alberta is in Canada, right? Balkan National Park, Bulgaria. I mean, it's true. Why do they? It's one thing with the snow peaks and weathering. Was the Sphinx a real person? I mean, and they dug it out. I mean, what the? Does it make sense? Make it make sense. That's what I keep saying. Now, what is that? That looks, I mean, did they try to destroy something? Look, it looks like there's little faces up here too. So if we get into Noah, Noah's Ark, the time of the Great Flood, they, that's an odd one. Look at it, looks like a face though. Look at the lips almost, right? It's like it's frowning and it's sad. Um, the Nephilim, sorry, I don't know. They're mentioned twice in the Bible specifically. I think once in Genesis. Let me see my notes. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. The Nephilim are explicitly mentioned twice in the Bible. Genesis 6, 1 through 4, before the flood, right? See, they believed that the flood killed them. Why would the flood petrify them, though? Water petrifying them? Does that make sense? Um, and in Numbers 1333 during the spies report of the Canaan. Can I say Canaan? Okay. They're described, here we go. They're described as mighty men of old, men of renown, or giants. Okay. Look at this. What? What? It's just so, I mean, who resulted from the union of the sons of God and the daughters of men. Gods, right? Bad. If it's not the God, if it's not Yahweh, then it could be any God. If it's not our Lord, the good Christian Christ Daddy, then it's something else. But they are still mentioned in the Bible, right? As I said, Numbers and Genesis. Sons and daughters of men. Uh, in Genesis 6:4, it states that the Nephilim were on earth in those days and also afterwards. The term is translated, I believe it's Hebrew. I don't seem to have. Oh, wait, no, it does say it. Fallen ones, from the Hebrew root Nafal. I'm glad I recorded that because I would never have remembered that. I tried to before and I probably said it wrong. Context, right? They are associated with the corruption that leads to the flood. So all these bad giants, look at that. Now tell me that doesn't look like the moon face, the face on the moon. Or is it Mars? I'm sorry, I think it's Mars. Is that not right? I can't remember where, when, how, but the face I can I can definitely see. Does it look, doesn't it? Am I out of my mind? Well, if I'm saying moon, I'm out of my mind. The moon almost looks like a mirrored map of us. And you might think I'm crazy, but I've painted the moon quite a number of times. And I worked in the full moon saloon for quite a while. 4 years or so, 3, 4 years. Uh, or maybe more, I don't even know. So I looked at the moon a lot, and yeah, it really does. There's a couple of places missing, which kind of goes with flat earthers or with this flood, Noah's flood. Now, Noah's flood is supposed to be, I believe, if Momma Helen was here, it would be easier. Something about God being upset with the people and creating this flood to get rid of the evil people. Not everybody, but the evil, and basically start over. But there's also beliefs that there's, oh God, Jay, I don't know if you're watching either because I have nothing to look at the moment. Um, I should have my other device. I should start my other. I'm still using my old freaking phone. Don't ask. It's just a pain in the ass. Um, Now where was I on about? See, I was gonna ask Jay. What was I gonna ask Jay? Jay would probably know. Nibiru was the planet that comes around every 3,800 years. That's why we'll never see it in our lifetime. I doubt it's gonna be here. I don't know unless, well, according to um conspiracists, it came around during Noah's flood. And that's why we had not just high waters, but meteors and fires and um, all these devastating things and aftermath, the aftermath, right? What goes up must come down kind of stuff. Uh, Blocking out the sun, perhaps, right? Um, One of the other things I was thinking of, that looks like a hand to me. Were dinosaurs their pets? Like we have iguanas? Because if you see some of these, they're like 200, 300, 400 feet tall, maybe more. I really don't know. I know a couple of them. It gets worse because these are just the rocks on land. You got the elephant at sea, the island. You got the stingray. I mean, there's no it do- it just doesn't make sense. How could it possibly be there in that shape? And again, if it was just one or two, and if it were I would at least pick up on one or two right away. Honestly, they're not. I don't understand this one. I think it's supposed to be that's an eye and that's a nose, right? That's some kind of Chinese writing. A mouth. It's so sad that it's sitting there. Oh, Joe, are you coming in? Come in, Joe, if he's up to it. I'm kind of taking it nice and slow and easy. Like I said, I was going to go on like 100 times and things just happened. And then even Brian Craig went on early. And I like to, I haven't been catching him because I've been really busy doing real busy girly stuff. No I'm kidding. No, it's, no. Well, um, if you see it, I see it. Half a face. It's like a Picasso. Hmm? This reminds me of a Muppet. I got to put up the Jim Henson one too. Some scholars also link the Nephilim to the New Testament. They're mentions of sinful angels. Now, I really got to go and follow AJ. It's been a while since I followed AJ. AJ? Oh, I always forget the poor man's name from the What Files. He, he's so, I don't know how I always forget his name. He's so good too. Um, because he talks about all of this. So this planet came close to us, made this flooding, and supposedly, according to the Bible, I don't think I have that part, but killed off the giants, right? These evil giants, like David did Goliath. Goliath was an evil giant, right? I think the story of Goliath and David, David was just a shepherd boy. He wasn't very experienced, but there was not much left. There was not many people left, so he went up against Goliath with stones and a few stones, a stick or something, and his slingshot, and he hit Goliath in the middle of the head with only God's armor on. He had no physical armor on. Did David conquer Goliath? Goliath had supposedly armor on and was obviously a giant. Now, if a giant had an axe like this, how big was this thing? How big was the rock that David was using? And why didn't Goliath have a helmet on? I mean, these are my questions. What if that was put in there to mislead us? And yes, 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 there are parables absolutely entered into the Bible to mislead us. What if it's put in there to mislead us? What if the giants were good? Or at least most of them? And even if some of them were bad, do they deserve to be killed like that? Would God do that? Or is it seem more likely that it was if this happened, right? I mean, look, that looks like a family right there. It reminds me of the Peruvian, um, was it in Peru? No, Pompeii. Excuse me, it was Pompeii. You know, where, what was it, Mount Etna? I'm so bad with geography, guys. Really bad. Etna's in Italy. Yeah, I think it was, right? So these people were preserved um, in certain shapes. Now, if this happened a similar way, where a planet did come too close to our gravitation, flat earthers aren't going to believe this. There would be so much shaking. Well, maybe they do. So much turmoil, heat balls coming down because you got rocks of different metals hitting each other. Maybe not the dome flat earthers, but hitting somewhere. Sparking, and then these good that fireball, boom. That's what it would do, right? Possibly. Like the Pompeii people, where they're like this. They knew it was coming. They couldn't run. They were in the corner and they were frozen in time like that. So what if a similar thing happened here with certain metals on a different planet that we don't know about, or certain chemicals or whatever that cause these kind of things, these kind of the collision with the earth and I want to say Nibiru. I always get it confused. What if it solidified and petrified these things? Did I miss one? No, this is crazy. I've seen this before and I never thought, how old is it? Who did it? That to me, I always figured, somebody, and it could be that some of these are real. Wait till you come up to the doozy. Wait till we come up to the doozy. Okay. That just, this is it, actually. This is the doozy, guys. Mount Rushmore before it was carved. I mean, come on. Does that mean it's a giant? No, but what was it? And how many do you have to see? Because I got plenty more to go. I think this is my halfway point. I hope somebody's watching. I don't care. It's locked up in my little library of conspiracies that are real. There's something to this. Whether it's an old city or world they were trying to destroy. Hmm. There's a lot in Iran, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Lots of rock and sand in the Middle East. One would, assume, but there are. There actually are. Like I said, some of them have the where they are. We obviously know Mount Rushmore, Dakota. Is it South Dakota? Oh, fuck me with geography. Sorry. What is that? fish head, stinky, smelly fish head. I forgot how that goes. Dr. Demento, was it? Oh God, that's so old. It's before my time. See the body? See, that would be the head, and this would be the body. Look at that. The arm, the other arm, the head, the nose, the eye, the chin. That is crazy. It we're sleeping, sleepy giants lie, which would be I used to know. I think it's even in America. It could be in Look at that. I just can't. Okay, here it is. I did have on Gulliver's Travel. Jonathan Swift. How did I forget? 1667. Okay. Well, he was born in Dublin, Ireland in 67. I'm sorry. I'm not sure when the book came out. He was an Irish writer, essayist, satirist, and Anglican cleric. An Anglican cleric? Anglican cleric. Okay. He was the author of the satirical prose novel Pros. Isn't that German? Gulliver's Travels and the creator of the fictional island of Lilliput. What if he knew something? I mean, that's old. Some reason I thought it was later, like 1750s, even close. No, 1667 he was born. He died in 1745. Like I said, they put it in your face, right? They put it in your face. What? How is that possible? Unless somebody carved it out. This one takes a second. Take a look. Do you know, I think John John Tolkien. And I bring him up because I believe he wrote the book because of World War II. Well, he was born during World War One too, so I'm not sure which one. And probably one, I'm not sure. But he was not only an expert on languages, which my husband just brought up the other day about Mo Berg, Burg. We're going to go over him. Crazy. He was a catcher in baseball, but he was known for helping the CIA, I think. That's so up my husband's alley. Getting back to Tolkien. Now, they say he's a British writer, right? How many of you how many of you know that he was born in South Africa? Right there, the little alien looking guys. It's looking right at you. That one looks like ET over here. I don't know. Or an anteater standing up. Yeah, he was. He was born in South Africa. Elon Musk, Kim Clements, the South African Bible, which is what explains Q. Q Joe. Q. That's a weird one, right? I'll show you this later. It comes up later again. I'm not sure how big this is. Now, a lot of people, conspiracists, believe dragons were alive, uh, and that they were also petrified. It doesn't make sense to be petrified by water by Noah's Ark. If these people they came from another planet. The story goes they came from, it might have been Nibiru, whatever the hell it's called. They needed gold because gold purifies the air. They looked for hundreds of miles around their planet. I can't fathom how many light years away it is if it's coming around every 4,000 years or so, right? So they finally spotted us, and its time was coming, about 50 years of that time till it was coming here. So they prepared, they had slaves, different creatures, and they called themselves the Akhenazi. Not Ashkenazi. And the Ankh, Ankh, I want to say, is in the Bible with the Nephilim in Genesis or Numbers. I'm not sure which one, but I know that for a fact because I looked it up. So that does like something with paws or a dinosaur, not a dinosaur, well, dragon. Could be a lion. I don't know. What the hell? So they got here mining our South African tunnels, looking for gold, right? Which we are abundant in because there's creatures here, or maybe just the earth itself that create the creatures that make this gold. We clear? There are creatures that make gold. They poop out gold. Some kind of virus or bacteria. So we don't want to really go near it. We just want to harvest its poop when they're done. Leave it to us to love poop. Gold is a great conductor. We all know this. So we have them mining all this gold, stealing it from our planet, enslaving the people on Earth. Staying here for the thousands of years they needed to until they were prepared to come back again. Now, these things live for thousands of years, so it's no big deal. Spock. I don't know. Maybe Kirk would. Well, apparently, Anna fell in love with the female. There was something about our hair, I believe, which goes with the story in the Bible as well. That he fell in love with her, had children, and saved her on Noah's boat. Noah was her dad. Now, if I'm missing that he doesn't have a daughter, I don't know. It was something to that effect. Because I did not go through the whole Bible of this, and I really want to. That's why I looked it up where they're actually from. It looks like I missed one. Oh, Iran being bombed. Ha, Q. See, now, I wonder, I hope. Iran is big. Iran is really big. But I hope that conspiracists believe that they're destroying territories to kill off the old world. I mean, the devastation of bridges and old artifacts in France and England and parts of Russia we'll never see again. It will just never come back, except the crap that they stole and saved and was put under the Vatican and Israel. There was a tunnel to Israel to the Vatican. Because as I said in our last live, the Vatican was taken over. The Knights Templar was turned evil, probably had insiders already, and the Crusaders tried to stop it. But they were blamed and probably ridiculed. And I think Jay even said it, they were from France. So even though they say Muslims, they were from France. The French were Christian. All right. This is a butte, Butte. This is what they call buttes. These are all over the world. Why? These are gigantic trees. If you had giants, well, they were once gigantic trees cut down into a butte and petrified. If you had giants, now look at the size of the little guy, right? Then you had to have enormous oxygen. What if they built the dome then, flat earthers, to kill? First there's a lot of smoke and flame which kills oxygen, and then you put a dome over it and just have only a few people survive. They do say that the lineage of the Nephilim still exists. Now, we have giants today. We have up to like 12 feet tall. But I mean, these giants they could cross an ocean in a few glides. I'd say, well, maybe not, but close to it. What kills me is if it's real. And that's mass murder. And I don't believe God did that. I don't care what the Bible says. Well, a God may have, not the Lord that we follow. Okay? I mean, it's a tree. Can you imagine? You could build houses on that, houses inside that tree wouldn't feel a freaking thing. And it would love us and give us shade, and would there be that much snow? Would it be that cold? Can you imagine the enormity of the green of the tree? If in the cold, it's usually ferns. It would survive just like a Christmas tree. By water. What happened? What are we missing, guys? Like I said, Jules Verne um, gave us clues. Gulliver's Travels, Jonathan Swift gave us clues. J.R.R. Tolkien. Don't tell me he didn't give J.R.R. Don't tell me he didn't give us clues. There's so many more. There's so many more. I mean, I can't even. But an expert on languages. It's just, I did not expect to hear that. But he is. He's an expert on languages. That's Tolkien. Born in South Africa. They'll say he's a British writer, but he was born in South Africa. Did I finish the story? Probably not. But basically, so during the flood, a few people survived, some animals, because there was Like the one in over here that depicts a Pegasus? It's possible. It's why can't it be possible? There's like hundreds of thousands of species on this earth that we still haven't found, they say. We don't even know like 70, I think we know like 30% of the ocean life. Now maybe a little more. I was going to say we don't know 70%. It's better to say we know about 30%, maybe 35. I love silly facts. Someone did an awful lot of work, I'll tell you. I give people credit. What is that? Is that like a giant iguana? Iguanas don't have teeth. Is it a is it a dinosaur? What is it? I mean, what? That can't possibly be. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the chat that we saw already. Doesn't that look like the face on the on Mars? Look, look. You take the right picture of it, it's gonna look flat. You could turn it around. That's Iran. Look at that. I was just saying that. I look at this. What is that little? This looks like a foot. You ever see a foot skeleton? Holy shit. And I've seen hands before. How is it? It doesn't make sense, guys. If it doesn't make sense, it can't be true. How do they not know what this shit is? And let me tell you something. There's that Dr. Zahal, Zahl, if I'm correct. He has been in charge of Egypt's pyramids and the head scientist for, I don't know, since I'm a baby. Why? Who the fuck are you? Nobody can go. He always makes sure he's in a picture. And it's not me that says this because I don't follow him all that much. I do follow a lot of the Egyptian shit, but that's how I know. But it's other people that are like, oh, and he never forgets to make himself in a photo, to put himself in a photo shot. Dr. Sahal, I believe his name is. The guy in the white suit with the white, the Indiana Joneses type, but not Indiana Jones, the fat guy that was with him. Uh, I'm trying new pens on these shirts. Look at this. That looks like a mouth with a tooth and eyes, with a nose. It does. It really does. I mean, why would somebody make a cave like that? Massive 66 million year old triceratops skull unearthed in South Dakota Badlands by Westminster College, team led by Missouri paleontologist David Schmidt. That is big. So what if the giants were 66 million years old too? Look at that. What is that? That looks like something a desert remain, right? Like something a skeleton of something you'd find in a desert. That's Oh, look, it's a mountain range. Where is it though? I don't know what's See, Joe might know. He's better with this shit. Ow, ow, yee. Oh, yee. I said that wrong. Oh, yee. Oh, yee. Oh, yee. Oh, yee. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to like frick up your language, your mountain range name. What is this? These remind. Okay, so we are gonna get the Book of Enoch, and that's gonna explain a lot. Joe and I are gonna go through it, and I bring that up because I don't know, does this not look alien to you? If you guys know Doctor Who, it looks like a Centurion. Oh no, 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 no. There was in really old Doctor Who, classic, like second Doctor. That was Patrick Troughton. I just remember seeing there was a alien that looked like exactly like that. Exactly like that. And I'm gonna find it because I probably have it on DVD or something. I'm a geek. You have no idea the amount of collectibles I have. I found upstairs, I didn't even realize, probably not mine. My parents probably gave it to me. It was Disney toys, like tins. They gotta be 100 years old. No, they can't be. They can't be 100 yet, but they gotta be like, I don't know, 70 years old. And when was Disney created? I don't even I should know that as a conspiracist because Disney is foul as foul can be. But look at this. First of all, it looks like some kind of spacesuit or alien life or underwater sea creature life. And then there's two. It doesn't. What? Now, you could tell me something happened on top of the rock, but for it to be all over the rock and underneath the rock, and if for look to look like human faces again, or at least faces of some sort, I wouldn't say humanoid, anthropomorphic. Hormuz Island, Iran. I'm not sure I'm seeing this one. Let's see. Anybody else? Maybe you do. It kind of looks like an arm, I suppose, covering a head. Oh, like a kneeling person and a hand over the head. Am I wrong here? See, I didn't look through. I did look through all of them, but I didn't like study them. I mean, that looks like a bird. And I wish Joe was on because by him is that Devil's Tower, which is a butte. It's a freaking giant tree, which proves to me that there were giants. Now we have the Bible. We have some of these oddities. That's a different one. That's not the same one as before because the other one had, I'm not going to go all the way back, but the other one had two on each side and they were closer together of faces. Well, there's that. Okay. Evolution says 30 to 35 million years. I'm not sure what it's getting at. That looks like tree to me. That looks like petrified tree to me. So is it saying that the tree petrified after 30 or 35 million years? Or is it tree and it's saying it's not rock? I don't know what the hell it's implying here. This one freaked. I remember seeing this long ago. It always freaked me out. It looks like the Futurama robot. It does. With the eyes, you see the nose. I should have named this thing this live Fraggle Rock. Down in Fraggle Rock. What was his name? The robot. I can't think of it. Fry and oh, that's gonna bother me. I don't even know if anybody's on or watching Futurama robot. I've watched the show so many times, but yet something with names. I could like see him in that picture, but names they just don't stay with me unless I hear him a couple of times. Bender. How could I forget Bender? He bends things as a robot. I don't see it here unless this is the whole body. I gotta take a better look. They're not faked. Is it supposed to look like people? I don't really see it here. And I'm using the best imagination I got. These look like they could be steps, right? And these are covered steps. Moss grows over everything, concrete too, right? Obviously, like here. I don't know. That's the other side. We saw. Oh no, maybe that's the same side. Look at how weird. Look, oh yeah, look at the face there. It looks like arms, looks like hands, right? Like fists and a face. I've seen this before. Come on. What is that? Somebody went up to the frickin' mountain and then did some kind of who could do that? It looks like two people are going to embrace each other. They're just coming towards each other. And it fell in between. Who could do that? Who could do who has who did those blocks in Utah that we went over not long ago? They were humongous. Look at this giant fish looking creature. Can you imagine the enormous enormity of if this was real life? If it I really got so sad thinking about it. If giants were real and they weren't all Goliath and evil, and they weren't really fallen angels, they were just other species or something. So the blood had to live within the boat, whoever was on. Well, other communities had to have lived high in the mountains. They would have survived if they didn't get any aftermath, or they may have had an easier time surviving because of the water. I even believe Noah followed a bird to high land. Was that right? I might know a little bit about the Bible. Discovered in Germany. So they're saying it's supposed to be a rock. It looks like a butte. but it's not. It's a tree. I think that's what they're saying here. I don't know. You could guess yourself. Maybe they are German and they were trying to tell us in English. Really? What is that? Did somebody get in quicksand at one time? What is that? Like I could see that being artwork to an extent. Like somebody did that intentionally. I could absolutely see this one. There's just so many and way too big. South Africa. So what if the giants had the gold inside them? What if the giants needed those bacteria or virus little thingies that poop gold or whatever they do, and the giants needed them in their blood, like, and they killed the giants. The giants became mountains, petrified, and they got the gold. It's horrendous, but you see, we're dealing with horrendous things. Either the devil himself, outer space, evilness. Like if you believe in UFOs and outer space and what's his name? Commander Thal? Commander Thal? I've never gone over that on the show because it's freaking outrageous, but not too much. I mean, we're supposed to have been in contact with another species and our presidents know it. I don't think it's Anunnaki. Uh, but um the leader was killed and the good guys have been here since the 80s. That would be the conspiracy theory with the UFOs. And I'm not going to get into that because more people, I'd rather pull people in with religion than UFOs at this point. Because it is all about religion, whether you want to believe it's evil other creatures, evil fallen angels, evil people. Now we have giants of 12 feet. We had Andre the Giant was like 7, 8 feet himself and probably 7 feet across. Do you know that poor guy sometimes had to poop in the tub? He had to bring his own he couldn't in an average hotel, he couldn't stay in an average hotel. If you Google his hand with the beer in it, I mean, it tells you everything. The man was literally a giant, but not these kind of giants. Not somebody that can wield an axe. That's got to be somewhat like what 200 feet long, mile and a half. I don't know. Spot the giant. I don't know. Where's the giant? I didn't mean to stay on this long, but I was hoping Joe would come on. Is it this back here? Is this a face? I don't know what they're seeing. Sometimes I can't see it either, guys. This looks like something. This looks like a face, to be honest. Like I could see this being the nose, uh, eye, forehead, somewhat of a chin, maybe even a neck. This is where I get Gulliver's Travels from. Gulliver. Yeah, you try saying it. Gulliver's Travels. I'm kidding. Only in the 1600s. Does that not look like a little doorway and a little apartment? Little stairs going down. And what is that? I mean, did somebody do that as a joke? What is that? I don't know. I did not look it up. Like I said, I've gone through some of these, but what is that? I mean, guys, what they had to either been done. What is that? I love so many conspiracies, but these happen. It makes me cry. If it's real, and I'm telling you, I do believe in the giants. I do. Why not? What happened to them though? Look at that. What? I mean, it's possible. What? This is just as bad as the pyramids. And this is all around the world, including our country. North America, Canada. And look, is that not a dragon, a dinosaur? And look at the lighthouse. Okay, the lighthouse is further back, but still, that's enormous. That's ginormous. And it looks like it's got teeth. And I don't know, man. There's just too many. I mean, what is that? And I didn't even take, believe me, I didn't even take like a quarter of what I saw. Because I started late. I'm like, how many does this kid have? And it just kept going and going. And they're all around the world. But but why is it coming out now, huh? Why now? Is there something happening? Is there some kind of history we need to know about? Is this a dog? Look at that. That's crazy. Where sleeping giants lie. I forgot where it was. Look at there's another picture of it. A better one. A window or a door. What is that? Let me see. Where do sleepy giants lie? Am I saying it right? Sleeping giants refers to several famous natural landformations and locations worldwide, most notably the Mesa. Mesa, is that house in Spanish? Formation in Thunder Bay, Ontario, Canada. The Nunu Mountain on Kauai, and Carnegie Mountain in Wales, and coastal limestone formations. And that's not what I'm thinking of, though. Thailand. None of those are what I was thinking of. Uh, Popularized around World War II to describe the U.S. sleeping giant. I forgot about that. It means a sleeping power that once awakened. can change the course of events. Often attributed to Admiral Yamamoto after Pearl Harbor, through frequently linked to the 1970s film Tora, Tora, Tora. Uh, that I that I wouldn't know, but yeah, okay. Colorado, the Shaka Guide in Cowaway. I don't know where Cowaway is, but yes, Colorado is the one I was thinking of. The Steamboat Springs Chamber in Colorado. That must be it because I know the one I was thinking of was American. I thought it was a. I gotta look that up. It's still fascinating. What is that? Look, this looks like a turtle's eye or Fraggle Rock, right? Remember Fraggle Rock? Like a Muppet, like their eyes sticking out. But why is this thing? What is that? Is that wood? I mean, that looks like wood. I'm very confused with this one. Am I wrong? It looks like a turtle. It's very red rock. What if the color of the rock is what creature it was? Like this might have been an ocean creature because it's half in the water. It's kind of turtle looking. I don't know. It's scary to think that. Where did this I think is Hawaii. I wish they all had where they were. I would probably do research on at least a couple of them. I don't know if I agree with this. Sleeping Giants also refers to several distinct concepts. A 2016 sci-fi novel by Sylvain Neuvel about discovering alien technology. I did not know this. I just happened to be Googling a little bit. A World of Warcraft quest. So it's a online game. Sci-fi novel though. TikTok video feature a Fallout 4 location and physical landmarks like the Sleeping Giant State Park in Connecticut. We're gonna have to look that one up. Or the Irish island Innis. Innis. Innis means. I thought Innis meant Ireland. INIS. Innis Isle. Yeah. Uh Tuaskirrar art. Twice art. You would think I know it with the frickin' Irish, but I don't. It may also be a confusion with the idiom "let sleeping dogs lie." No, it's not. So I didn't know that, and I was saying that maybe it's alien technology that perhaps killed the giants. This one I don't think I believe, only because you'll see. Okay, I let a few in here. God, I love Trump. Who doesn't? You'll see why in a minute, why the other one. Okay, that looks like a nose. That looks like lips. I mean, there's just too many. How is it freaking possible already? I just don't understand, guys. Look at the top one. We saw this one, but you see how they illustrate it? I see it. I absolutely see it. Going for water, trying to get away. That's fake. So that's where the giant was? Oh, that was in the back. You're gonna have to rewind it if you want to see it. Because I said I couldn't find the giant there. There was a face there. I suppose. I said these looked like steps, remember? Okay. We're almost done. Oh, Erica Kirk stuff. I already did enough of that. Look, South Africa. See, I'm not always correct about everything, but there's something you can't possibly, guys. That looks like all wood, doesn't it? Looks like there's a baby on top, owl looking thing. Yeah, something fell to its knees. I mean, it's possible that that is out there. Look at that looks like Easter Island crap. Come on now. How is that possible? Where is this? This probably, what is it, Phoenix maybe? It's Arizona with that I don't know, but that's not New York. I mean, okay, there's my joke of the day. See, this is why I don't think it's a man. I think it's a woman and her body. If it's a giant, it's a female and it's her body. Why would they go both ways? It makes no sense. Why would they be a man? I don't know. Cat and kittens rock. Why did they call it that? Does it look like ears or something? I don't know. But that's in Korea. Oh, South Oregon. Didn't they say Korea before? Oh, I don't know. Really? What the hell is that? Somebody had to do that. It looks like somebody put a nose on there though. But then who the hell knows? I don't know. It's so weird. There's another butte. There's too many of them. Cardiff Giant, that's England. Skeletons found. Madison, Wisconsin. Tomahawk. Huh. Florida. I heard about the ones, there was a lot of them. 18 inches in width. Yeah, I got a lot of pictures. I don't want to know. Okay, so we got that. I don't know how I did that. We saw that one. You can pause and go back and read that. I don't want to say what I think that looks like. It does look like a fish of some sorts, right? Like a giant. And it does look like there should have been water all there, right? What happened? What happened in our history? Say where sleepy giants lie. I mean, that doesn't make sense. Look at how tiny up here. If that is a tree, and don't tell me it don't look, that almost looks fake, but I don't think it is. I think it's just Well, there's definitely pixelation. I don't know why it just, maybe it's through glass or plane. I don't know. I mean, this is another one yet. This is a different one. Look at those eyes. What? Come on. You know what that is. How is this shit all around the world? That's the top of a mountain. Uh, Antonio Garcia Baez. That's 2018, a picture. That looks like a lady. Holy moly, I would paint that. So pretty. But I'm sorry if they, I'm sorry if they, I don't know. Come on. Were they? I'm sorry, keep going. What was that? Those look like hands or feet. Petrified and I skipped shit again. Okay. I don't mean to. That does look like something. Wearing a coat, a cloak, cape. So that's the petrified, that's the fresh. Gotcha. It is weird. Why is it like that? Why? Why are rocks like that? That was definitely something. That's a shape. That looks old, old. But look at the way it's cracked. Like, what is this? Somebody did that? How do we not know? Praying hands of a giant in Garden of the Gods, Colorado. Maybe that's the one I was thinking of in Colorado. But the other one is Connecticut, they said, so I'm not sure which one I was thinking of. Like, what is that? That looks like a Centaurian from Doctor Who. An old Centaurian. Potato heads, giant potato. I'm sorry. Well, really? Have you guys ever? I painted so many trees my whole life. Am I good at naming them? Actually, I'm not too bad. These look like trees. Do they not look like trees? Trees do live in the water. They do. They love it. They love their little roots, and they'll even grow slant so they don't drown. They're very smart. Can you imagine if they were trees alive? Now, what do you think of tree huggers, huh? My coffee is so cold, so we better end it. I guarantee I gotta take Hawkeye out before it gets too late again. Where is he? Oh, he's upstairs. Really? I told you there was a lot. And like I said, I didn't even take a quarter of the ones that I even looked at and I didn't finish. Some of these are duplicate. Look, looks like he's blowing his nose, right? What? That one we saw. That looks like a family or so. I don't. Oh, look, it did. It shows you with the car, the size. So it's like 3 or 4 cars stacked is the size of his head, and probably one on the side. Unreal. That's a doesn't that look somebody was smart and took a picture with the clouds like that, which is absolutely gorgeous. Stunning to me. It looks like a tree. What are we missing? We know we have 2, 3,000 year old trees, maybe more, maybe 5 or 10. Oh man. God, it hurts. I love nature. Flat Earth matters. See, I don't know how the flat Earth and this all. I saw this for a brief second. Silicon-based trees once towered above 15,000 to 30,000 feet. That, I mean, that's silicon-based trees, carbon-based bushes, only there, okay, deflated earth. There are no forests on flat earth, only carbon-based bushes. So the trees are not actually trees, they're bushes, I guess is what they're saying. But I believe in the buttes. I believe that they were trees. They look like tree stumps. And if you take some closer looks at them, you could see like what else could cause such a great fault? Not just hiccuping of the gases of the earth, but I can imagine tree roots of this size creating faults. You know what a fault is, like when the earth is separating. Like a bug or maybe humans, I don't know. That one we saw before. Different pictures. Lips, eye, nose. Dear Lord. Ugh. I don't know. I just, I'm not sure what we're supposed to be seeing here. I'm sorry, I'm not reading the chat. I wish Joe was here, but I'm like curious myself to look at the pictures. I mean, it does look like a face over here somehow. Like it's going this way, like there's an eye and an eye, but I mean, there's too much shadowing. I mean, we can't believe like a quarter of a continent is a person or some kind of, I don't know. Tasman Islands. The island that they brought Tom Hanks to looks like a giant reef. It's amazing looking itself. And it's top secret. It always has been. Because we had the Satanists in charge of the military, right? Now we don't. We don't have Plum Island anymore. We don't have people. I don't know who could cut down these trees with precision, guys. If they are trees, look, that's a person with hair. The old maid. Chira, Chiricachu National Monument, Arizona. So maybe some of this stuff is in Arizona. Well, that just looks like a fossil, but that's pretty. Look, I know some of them are doubled. I'm sorry. How did I, am I going through them again? Maybe. No, look at that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me they were alive. Dear Lord, you're going to see me break down. Pico de Agudo, Aguado, Aguado. Pico do Aguado. Where is Joe when you need him? Brazil, Sapapima, Sapapima, Sapapima. I mean that, I don't know. Well, that's, I don't see, sometimes I don't really see it, but I should hashtag ask an artist. So this is the face and that's the body. I'm I'm not sure what we're looking at there too. I mean, but that looks obvious. How freaky you're passing by and you see something like that. It even looks like it has a nostril. I mean, nature is odd, but I believe this is odder. It's another butte. Oh my goodness, how many are there? How did they get up there to do that? I don't know. That's odd looking. It doesn't look like the right end to me, but that's beautiful stone. I don't know what it is. Is it supposed to be? See, some of them I can't really tell, like I said. That looks like some kind of bird, smooth. That looks like something, maybe even asp, but something like you would find in the Egyptian with the hat with the bird heads on in the Egyptian pyramids or Mayan. That looks like two, like a mother and a baby or husband and wife. I don't know. Smaller. What? I mean, how is that? Oh, this one I remember, but I didn't see anything on here either. If you guys see it, kudos. I have to go and look at them yet again. I looked them I looked at them quickly on my own, quickly with Joe and quickly with Helen and now with you guys. It doesn't make it's weird that this is in the center of the water. Maybe that's what they're suggesting. It is weird. I kind of see like little animals, but I don't know. I'm not sure what we're looking at. There's your hand. I've seen other hands. That's like the size of the Statue of Liberty's hand. Iran again. So in the middle of the freaking desert in Iran is a freaking hand. That's a hand. Nobody can say it's not. Michelangelo couldn't have done better. Unreal. Okay, what's that? A hedgehog? Pig? Uh, armadillo? Now that's definitely intentional. Or it was alive. I don't know. Just bizarre. Is that the end? We made it to the end, folks. Algeria. This one's Algeria. I don't know the habitat environment of Algeria. This one, I mean, come on. I wish we knew how big it was. Like, I wish there was more information on these things. That's why I wanted to look one or two up and just see if I could find anything out about them. Like, where did they date back to? How old they, how old they could be. If some of them are like as old as the Egyptian pyramids or older or Stonehenge even, who the hell knows? I wonder which is older. See, they move around. They said Egypt was 2000 to 5000. Now they're saying over 10,000 years before Christ. I don't know. All right, guys, I'm sure I bored you enough. You know what I was gonna do? Because this is just like an art shirt, and maybe I should have done, I don't know if you guys ever saw that that brought the broth thing. I had to tell a joke, right? I had to you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't. If you've ever been on any platform, that's what happens. You see the girls trying on these bras and look at how low I am without this bra or with this bra on, and then look. I hate commercials. Just get rid of the blue stuff. I love you guys. I hope I didn't bore everybody. There was only, I know I've been on for over 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. Don't have to watch, but I think it's worth looking at those pictures. It really bothers me to think that maybe they were alive. I mean, I almost cried. I really did. I was just like, the tremendous life. And what, if they were good, some of them, what could they have saved us from? I don't know. There's so many questions, very little answers. Till next time, guys. Hopefully, we'll see Joe soon. Prayers for Joe. Love you guys. Love everybody. And take care. Bye bye.